This is the Lito X1 from DJI, and it's a brand new mini drone coming in at under 250 grams. It's a 249 gram drone. It's got a really competent camera system, great flight performance. But who exactly is this for, and why would you get one? For full transparency, the Lito X1 was sent out to me by DJI, and this video has been sponsored by the D1 store, but all of my thoughts expressed throughout this video are my own, and no one has influenced what I've said in this video. This is an interesting release to me because it's a whole new product line. Even though it's a mini drone, they've gone for a whole new name here. It's the Lito X1. So it's not a mini drone per se, it's not in that mini range, but when you look at it and when you start to fly it and really break it down, this is basically a mini drone. This is similar to what you would have seen on like the Mini 3 Pro, for example, but it's in a slightly different form factor here. And you've got some new things going on here, which are actually pretty exciting, especially for the price point. This is definitely a familiar form factor. It looks quite similar to some other mini drones that you would have seen, the Mini 4K, the Mini 3 Pro, the Mini 4 Pro, the Mini 5 Pro. They all kind of have a very similar look. They've got variations in their design, and so does this guy. But overall, the body of it looks quite similar. The first thing you will notice though is the sensors that are visible straight away. So you've got a very clear fisheye sensor that gives really great field of view on top and underneath. So that's all they need for the obstacle avoidance, but you also get LiDAR on the front here. So you've got low light, they call it nightscape omnidirectional obstacle avoidance. So this guy can avoid obstacles in any direction, and it's also really competent in low light scenarios, like after a sunset, for example, or in the morning, sunrise, maybe a really low light situation like it's an overcast day. You've got the peace of mind knowing that you've got LiDAR forward facing. So just really competent in low light when it's returning to home and when it's trying to avoid obstacles. This is a very interesting release to me. I believe that they probably will discontinue some of the other mini range, and the Lito X1 and the Lito 1 will be their new mini range. Now, I don't know about the name. Is it Lito, Lito? Let me know in the comments below firstly. But let's get into some of the details and how this drone feels, how it flies, and what the video quality is like. The Lito X1 does weigh 249 grams, so a really great drone when it comes to traveling and when it comes to flying in certain countries with very strict rules. The camera system itself is a great camera system. It's a camera system we've seen before though from DJI. It is a 1/1.3 inch CMOS sensor. The aperture on it is fixed. It's an f1.7 aperture, which is really nice. You can capture 48 megapixel stills, and you can capture 8K photos as well. You probably realize that the camera sensor on this unit is very similar to what we've seen. If we were to compare it to like a Mini 4 Pro, for example, you're going to get quite similar video quality and photo quality from this unit. But again, it's at a really nice price point, and it's got some other features that actually make it quite unique as well. If you guys are interested in the Lito X1 or any other drone camera or accessory for that matter, then I will have some deals and links down below. Definitely check them out. If you're based in Australia, I've actually helped Australians save over $110,000 on their drone camera and accessory purchases. There's a few different ways that you can utilize that code. You can go in store and just mention DansTube to one of the staff members. There's a lot of DJI stores around Australia. Just mention DansTube when you go in store, they'll help you out. You can also email them, sales@d1store.com.au. Again, just mention DansTube and they'll help you out with the best deal they can. And the other option is just using the code DansTube on their website to save on most drones, cameras, and accessories. And for all my international viewers, I will have some other links down below as well, so check all of those out down there. Most of them, if not all of them, are affiliate links. So it does help out the channel a lot, and I do really appreciate all the support, guys. So we do get 4K 60 FPS with HDR video. We can also capture slow motion 4K up to 100 frames per second, and we've got the option for 2.7K vertical videos as well. So really nice across the board. Again, nothing too insane. We've seen all this before, but still, knowing that we've got that, there's no major compromise here. We're getting really crispy 4K 60 FPS HDR and really nice slow motion up to 100 frames per second in 4K. A really nice thing that DJI have been doing recently is adding internal storage, which I absolutely love, because there's nothing worse than going somewhere and not having a micro SD card in your drone or camera. So this unit here has 42 gigabytes of internal storage, which is really nice, and it's something that you're not getting on the Lito 1. Now, definitely check out, I will have a full comparison on the channel at some point between the Lito X1, or sorry, Lito, I'm calling it now, Lito X1 and the Lito 1. So I'll have a full comparison between the two of them, but that's something that's unique to the Lito X1. You do get internal storage of 42 gigabytes. You've also got a few different flight options or battery options. You've got a 36-minute battery and a 52-minute battery. The 36-minute battery is the battery that will keep the drone under 250 grams. If you want that plus battery, the 52 minutes, the drone will then weigh over 250 grams. So it's nice to have as an option. It just depends on your situation. If you're traveling, depending on how strict your country is with drone laws. I did mention the omnidirectional obstacle avoidance here, which they call Nightscape omnidirectional obstacle avoidance. In the test that I did, I've actually got a full tracking gauntlet test. I compared the two Lito drones. Lito drones, that's the one. But I did find that the X1 performed slightly better. It's really hard to gauge, but both of them did a great job, the Lito 1 and the Lito X1. But the Lito X1 had an overcast setup, so it was super dark and it was still able to handle it. And it didn't have any issues. It didn't crash, didn't bump into anything. That's a different story with the other one. Definitely check out that video if you want to see that. But yeah, the obstacle avoidance on it was great, and the Active Track 360 worked really well from the test that I did. If you did recently grab yourself the Lito X1 or any other mini drone, or really any other drone for that matter, I have the perfect beginner drone course for you. It's called the Fearless Drone Academy, and I've put all my knowledge from running a private counseling practice, as well as having my drone license. All of that knowledge is smack bang in this drone course, helping you overcome your fears and anxieties when it comes to flying your drone. It's just got a lot of value in there and will really help you overcome any of those blocks that are getting in the way of you enjoying your drone. So definitely check it out, fearlessdrone.academy. Use the code DansTube and you'll be able to save during the checkout process. Like I said at the beginning, the Lito X1 hasn't really compromised too much when it comes to what's offered with this unit here. It does have waypoints, which is something I actually wasn't expecting on a mini drone like this, but it does have waypoints, and it also has D-Log-M 10-bit. So we've got HDR video, we've got D-Log-M 10-bit, we've also got the normal color profile in 10-bit as well, but there's some nice professional options and features here on a very affordable mini drone. The X1 also has 15 kilometers of range, obviously depending on country and all that kind of stuff. Depends on, which transmission you're getting, but they say 15 kilometers of range, that's like the best you can get depending on what model you get. That's never realistic. You should always be keeping your drone close and in line of sight. But 15 kilometers of range is very impressive here, and a level 5 wind rating. So very standard now across the board from almost all DJI drones, I want to say, all the recent ones anyway. Most of them have a level 5 wind rating. So that's 38.52 kilometer wind resistance. Very competent when it flies, handles the sky nicely, and yeah, no issues with its flight performance and range. One thing that I immediately noticed is just how quiet this drone is. They say it's 81 decibels, but man, this thing is so quiet and smooth. It handles the sky beautifully, and it's such a quiet drone. It's got a slightly different sound to other drones that I've been testing recently from DJI, and I'm impressed. Like, that was the immediate thing. If you actually watch my tracking gauntlet video, that was the first thing I said. I was like, how quiet is this drone? This is crazy. So that's an immediate thing I noticed when I flew it. Again, this is a very standardized DJI experience now, so you get used to what you're getting here. It's just a very reliable, consistent experience, lots of different modes, and it just works when you need it to work, right? But to have that quieter experience definitely made a difference, when you're flying around people and you're trying to get away. No one really notices it as much. It's just so quiet when it launches and when it hovers. So the Lito X1 does have all the quick shot modes that you've come to love. It's got Active Track 360, which is really nice. And you also get master shots here as well. So a very standard kind of offering here. The Lito X1 is definitely a nice replacement and a nice refresh to the mini range. I think a lot of people who haven't owned a drone are going to be just obsessed with it. It's a great price point for what you're getting. And again, there's no major compromise here. You're getting really nice video quality, nice photos, great obstacle avoidance, great flight experience. It's just great across the board when it comes to its features. You even get stuff like waypoints that I wasn't expecting on like a budget-friendly starter drone, but there's just a lot of stuff going on here. Active Track 360, really great stuff. D-Log-M 10-bit. It's just a great standardized offering here from DJI. But in terms of upgrading from another mini drone, it's a weird kind of place to be in. Like, if you've got the Mini 4K, it's a huge leap forward. But something like the Mini 3 Pro or Mini 4 Pro, not a major leap forward. Like, a lot of similarities between the two drones and not a huge advancement. So it's very clear that it seems to be replacing the product lines, the Mini line for like the Mini 3 Pro, the Mini 4 Pro, that kind of point where they've got similar cameras, similar obstacle avoidance, but it's just a refresh and it's a new name and a slightly newer shell on the drone. So it just seems to be a nice refresh. That's how I would see it. But if you've never owned a drone, a really good starting point. Like, this is an amazing starter drone, great price point for what you're getting, and a great complementary drone if you've got one of the higher end ones. Like if you have, you know, an Air 3S, let's say, this is a really nice complementary drone to have. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the Lito X1. Great video, great photo, great flight performance, and just a great experience across the board. But that's kind of what we come to love with DJI. So it's almost a little bit of a weird one because I'm just so used to their products being almost flawless every time. Like, there's little things that could be improved on, but with this is such a staple offering in that mini range, but just with a reshell, that, you know, I'm just glad to see they haven't compromised heavily with this mini range. They could very easily compromise or like limit some of the software and make it just a little bit of a lesser offering than some of their others. But no, they've done a really good job of just keeping the core experience here and not dumbing it down. It's got a lot of great features, a lot of great options available. So I think it's an awesome upgrade if you have like an older mini drone, if you're wanting to get a complimentary drone for, you know, one of your larger drones. And if it's your first time buying a drone, this is a super reliable, stable flight experience that you're absolutely going to love. The video quality is great and definitely something that you'll be happy with for quite some time. So yeah, I'm impressed with it. I think they've done a great job, and I'd love your thoughts down below. What are you thinking? Are you going to grab yourself the Lito X1? Is there anything else you want to know about it? Let me know. But well worth checking it out, guys. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. I'll chat to you very soon. Peace.